Hello and welcome to Our Kids, sponsored by Jefferson County Public Schools. I'm Pleasant Ridge Park High School correspondent Edward Smith. This November, we show you how students are making a difference in the community, how the Academies of Louisville is expanding, and how a company has stepped in to provide one-to-one technology at 5 middle schools. Plus, we have these student stories.
A JCPS student is stepping out of the classroom and taking a better look at his wild side.
Here at Ballard, there are numerous dual credit courses that students have the opportunity to take. The most recent one is English.
Students at the Phoenix School of Discovery made a real difference in the lives of people with leukemia, and they were recognized as national winners of a Lead to Feed grant.
Welcome to the Lead to Feed celebration. Lead to Feed students gets the importance of having goals, creating a plan, and executing the plan.
Well, it was just to raise money to help get rid of leukemia and lymphoma.
The Phoenix School Discovery had a hero squad named the Lifesavers who were able to raise an amazing $3,000.
So our big goal was for friends and families to raise.
One of our teammates, his brother actually got leukemia, but during the summer, I think it was, he got leukemia again. Or was it lymphoma? I can't remember which one it was.
We asked ourselves what will make it happen.
It all started when Aaron's brother got diagnosed with leukemia, and we were doing our best to try to raise money.
We decided to do a fundraiser for leukemia and lymphoma.
My 8 people within the social communication class are going to have boxes and buckets that they're going to walk through. Any spare change that you've got, throw it in. It's all for leukemia, lymphoma.
It really just hit us whenever we found out about his brother. So they all were on board. They all said, yes, absolutely, we would love to raise money.
So anything you put in there, we will double.
Our original goal was $1,000, original goal, and we exceeded our goal by $2,000, which was actually $3,000.
It is a huge deal for these students in particular. All of the students in my program have autism spectrum disorder.
Sometimes when you have differences, it's hard to speak to other people.
Some of them are great at public speaking, some of them are great at eye contact, some of them are not great. But they all collectively were fantastic at delivering this message of please donate to us.
First, we went around the school, we did little speeches, and then we asked them for donations. Then after that, we started going on to we started taking field trips to these different schools. We did our speeches like, we went to Manual. We basically did a speech there, from room to room. We got more money there, and then we also went to Eastern.
And I watched all of my kids go to each individual table and ask for money, and we ended up leaving Eastern with $300 from students alone.
We think it is important that every student in our country recognizes the fact that they can be a leader. Every person in this room can lead.
Students learn leadership skills. They see the importance of compassionate service to the world. These students have met the challenge.
Let me tell you how special these students are. We have people teaching this curriculum in 50 states, and guess what? You're one of 10 that won throughout the entire country. So congratulations.
Well, at first I was kind of nervous because, just talking in front of people, a big crowd for the first time, after that first or second time, I got, okay, I can do this. So.
No one exactly knows how leukemia started or what causes it.
Thank you very much.
I'm not afraid of publicly speaking. I don't believe I ever was, actually.
I am beyond proud of my kiddos. Seeing where they started and where they came from, they are just amazing. They've come so far. They started out, they would sway during their presentations. We'd get dizzy. We recorded them over and over. They were tired. They were grumpy. There were some days they weren't feeling it. But at the end of the day, whenever it was time to shine, they were superstars. And so I am beyond proud of them.
Whenever we strive for a goal, that we can exceed it, and that whenever you put your mind to something, there's nothing you really can't do.
An Eastern High School graduate shares her experiences as an Olympian in the sport of skeleton. Her message asks the questions, why not you? why not now?
The workout that they gave me wasn't hard enough. I challenged them on it.
It's amazing. The memories are just coming flooding back, and it's hard to believe that I was actually a student here almost 20 years ago now, but I'm having some great memories and enjoying it. When I was a student here at Eastern, maybe I didn't realize that fully, the power that I have to make change. And really, that's what my Olympic journey has been all about. I created change through sport, and I want to let the students know that they can really be change makers in this world, and that's the message that I want to send.
I have my high school and youth track coaches here.
She was a challenge. Simi had her ways. If we called practice off, Simi would have her own practice.
I wanted to give back to the community that shaped me, and it was worth the long trip.
First Nigerian Winter Olympian, first African and Black woman to compete in the sport of skeleton at the Winter Olympics. But what does it really mean to be first?
It's funny because for my sport, we usually have to start with what is skeleton? Like, I don't understand the sport. Most people haven't had exposure to it. So I spend time asking or answering questions about, what does it feel like when you hit a wall? Or what do you do? What does it feel like to be going that fast? But then they also just the students at Westport and I think at Eastern want to know kind of what my journey has been from when I was a student at the school to now as an Olympian. And so that's what they really want to hear about. I think that's the part that they find most interesting.
You can do anything you want to if you put it into it. I mean, she's always been consistent with that.
I was a teammate of Simi's and now a track coach here at Eastern. Seeing somebody that just kept chasing her dream, I mean, the Olympic dream, she just never gave up, and she found her way to the Olympics. It's pretty remarkable.
You have to make decisions in split seconds, and your natural reaction is to panic. But I've learned in skeleton, as in life, the best way is really to just relax, trust your instincts, and enjoy the ride. And this is the ethos that anyone seeking to create change must ultimately embrace. So why not you, and why not now?
Skeleton was never part of my life plan, so now that it's been introduced and brought into my life, I feel like I have a lot of potential in the sport, and I'm excited to see where it can take me. So Beijing 2022 is definitely on my radar, and I'm already training toward it, and we'll see what happens. I'm Simidele Adiagbo. I am Nigeria's first Winter Olympian and a graduate of Westport Middle School and Eastern High School, and I am JCPS.
Correspondent Lillian Farmer brings us a story about a Fern Creek High School student with a very interesting hobby, which was inspired by a snake bite.
Fern Creek senior Ryan Peterson has been exploring local habitats in the Louisville area. In addition to finding animals such as turtles and crawfish, he records the whole experience. He created his YouTube channel, Vlogs and Frogs, to share his exotic hobby. His brother Condaz, a JCPS student at TT Knight, is the one behind the camera. While maintaining their grades, they find time after school to catch creatures at places like McNeely Lake Park. Ryan explains how his love for animals came to be.
What really got me into animals in the first place was when I was younger, I went out camping with my grandparents, and we went out on a boat, and I was actually bitten by a water moccasin, which is one of the most venomous snakes in the state of Kentucky. Ever since then, I've just had a very intense love for these animals. I started a YouTube channel known as Vlogs and Frogs because I want to get the word out about the animals, and I'm not like most of these animal enthusiasts who want to promote the love of animals and that you have to enjoy them and interact with them and just keep them, because I understand that some of them can be scary. Spiders, some snakes, even a snapping turtle could be quite intimidating. But I believe that they deserve the same amount of respect that you and I would want.
Ryan also shares the feedback he's received about his YouTube channel.
Honestly, a lot of people were quite interested at first. Depending on the animal, depended on the reaction. I would say bats easily got the most enthusiasm. I wouldn't say I've gotten much hate from it. Everyone seems to enjoy it, honestly. I think the main thing that lets me know that is a lot of people have actually come to me and asked if they can come out with me, and if I can actually take them out here and take them on an adventure so they can come see some of these animals up close.
Students like Ryan show us that being a little wild in high school isn't such a bad thing. For our kids, I'm Fern Creek correspondent Lillian Farmer.
We have a lot more stories to come. Stay with us.
JCPS serves over 100,000 students, and with that a lot of waste is generated.
We need to do our part to recycle because it conserves natural resources, helps the environment, and saves money.
When we recycle, we put less coal and gases into the power plant, which reduces the amount of toxins in the atmosphere.
We are JCPS and we recycle. Yeah!
1, 2, 3. Welcome to our satellite office. Some of the services that we will provide will be in 5 different departments: diversity, equity, and poverty, exceptional childhood education, student assignment, student relations, and Title I offices.
Welcome back to Our Kids. I'm PRP High School correspondent Edward Smith. Iroquois High School has joined the Academies of Louisville. Let's take a look at what they have to offer.
So the business pathway, we have a lot of classes.
I want to welcome everyone to Iroquois High School. Thank you for coming to today's exciting event. Iroquois is officially launching as an Academy of Louisville school.
Throughout my time here at Iroquois High School, during the engineering program, I have learned many new outlooks on life almost. I'll be seeing an object in, just going down the road, and I won't just think, hey, that got there. I'll think, how'd that get there? Why is it there? How was that actually made? So manpower went into that, and I wonder why it actually happened.
It's a monumental accomplishment for Iroquois High School, which is now offering the most academy pathways of any JCPS Academy school. We want to offer pathways that are an interest to our students and prepare them for their career choices. We are poised to make an even bigger impact in the lives of our students and in the shape of our community.
This pathway is actually really well for everybody to manage money and businesses. And I want to be accountant because 1, I want to learn how to manage money. 2, I want to learn how to manage other people's money. I want to be helpful. And 3, I want to make money.
By working hand in hand with our impressive list of business partners, many of whom are here today, our students will gain the competitive advantages of practical experience, real-world know-how, and networking opportunities in the fields that are diverse and in demand.
I started this class my freshman year, and it inspired me to be an architect. I would love to be the person who's designing buildings, making sure it's built right, all the way down to what color paint's supposed to be on the walls and the tiles that's on the top.
Simply put, we have something for everyone.
What we want to do with the Academies of Louisville is make sure that every single student who enters a high school is on a pathway in a wall-to-wall model and in a program that excites them, and make sure they get that 4-course sequence that is going to make sure that they are college and career ready and have the option for both, and that they leave transition ready with a certification, an opportunity to go on to post-secondary world, and an opportunity to go right into a career and be very successful.
I was really interested in being an attorney, but being in the business pathway for 4 years made me realize that I would rather go into the medical field to be an anesthesiologist, but I really enjoyed being in the business pathway.
I am more than my resume. My experience doesn't determine my work ethic.
We are helping our students find their life that's meaningful and viable careers to raise a family, to live in Louisville, and we need them to be high-tech, high-skilled positions.
The thing that goes behind a lot of the stuff that they use, whether it be their phone or making something with a 3D printer, or especially when it comes to programming, they get very frustrated with some of those things, but that frustration leads to some learning that I just didn't know was possible in some of the classrooms when I first started teaching. So it's been an excellent experience, and I'm really glad and excited to be working with the Academies of Louisville.
Correspondent Jacob Westerman shows us how students at Ballard High School are earning college credit while still in high school.
He's moving away. He's not confronting the cheater. He's not just trying to end it. They're moving.
As schools seek to expand their curriculum, many students will have the opportunity to take dual credit classes. With the allure of college credit at a fraction of the cost, it may seem like a no-brainer. The most recent addition has been Senior English, where Ballard has partnered with Morehead State University.
What's great about this is it adds an extra level of choice for our seniors. So previously they only had the option of AP Lit or Honors, but now dual credit offers another option for higher level students. Dual credit means that the students are dually enrolled, both here for 12th grade English, and they're actually already taking freshman level classes at Morehead University. So they get both of those credits, which is why it's called dual credit.
Students say the early college preparation will help in the transitioning to the next level.
I think this class is going to prepare me for the classes I'll take in college, the kind of curriculum I can expect and the pace I can expect, and also teach me to kind of take notes on my own and study so I know what to expect.
Ballard Principal Dr. Noose believes multiple course offerings can prepare students for their future in college.
Well, I think it's important that students have a variety of opportunities of courses to select from, and that is one of the things that I've focused on since I've been here, is increasing the course offerings, not necessarily just dual credit, but some of the career-themed classes as well, and obviously dual credit fits in nicely. It gives students the opportunity to take classes and receive the college credit. I think it also is a good opportunity to prepare them for the rigors of college. So when they graduate here, not only do they have college credit, but the experience of taking a college level course and the intensity and rigor of the course itself.
Ballard could be exploring more dual credit courses to offer in the future. I'm Jacob Westerman for Our Kids.
Pleasure Ridge Park High School offers graphic design classes as a part of their Academies of Louisville program. Correspondent Samantha Britt brings us the story.
The graphic design program is part of the Engineering Academy here at PRP, and the purpose of the program is to prepare students for design careers and careers in art outside of high school.
I enjoy the graphics department because we get to develop our own branding, and we also get to go through real life orders from people who want us to design things for them.
I like the fact that the teachers are so hands-on with you and that they'll actually teach you the stuff instead of having to teach it out of a book.
They participate in internships and job shadows and work with community partners on project-based learning projects that really do prepare them for the real world.
Last year we did a project for the Kentucky Humane Society, and I really enjoyed that one because we got to run the paces of actually having a customer come in and tell us what they want and do multiple different renditions of the piece that we were doing.
The current project I'm working on is I'm doing the programs for the fall concert for the choir department, and it's really fun for me because I get to work on something that I like with both things rather than just one.
By the students' senior year, they will not only have hands-on graphic design experience, but they will also have certification in Adobe Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop. This is PRP correspondent Samantha Britt signing off for Our Kids.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more stories about JCPS.
Both my parents have diabetes. Students really think that they are sort of invincible right now, and it's something that they'll think about in the future. I think that it's the actions and the decisions that we make right now that will really help us in the future, and that will determine whether we get diabetes or not. Hey kids, get out there, live a great life, but at the same time get to know the risk factors for diabetes and live a healthy lifestyle.
Welcome back to Our Kids. I'm PRP High School correspondent Edward Smith. Verizon Innovative Learning has provided iPads and data services to 5 JCPS middle schools.
All the way up, leave your thumb out, there you go, pick it up.
Great.
There's your iPad.
Right here, baby, 6th grade. Thank you. Accept and sir, this is your new iPad.
Hey.
All right.
It's iPad rollout day. We're at Newburgh Middle School, and today we are getting our iPad.
The Digital Promise Verizon Innovative Learning Initiative will connect perfectly with our students' interests and give them hands-on learning experiences that might have been out of their reach.
We are excited that our 1,000 kids
they get iPads that they can take home every single day.
My name is Matar Ene. I'm in the 8th grade, and today I'm representing to you the VEX IQ Challenge.
iPads and computers are involved in this because of how when we use an iPad, we can program the robots with our iPads now. And we're also able to interact with our classmates outside of school. So we can have new ideas on our robots and coding.
This robot uses a gear train to transfer energy to a spinning blade. Well, we can communicate with each other through our iPads, and we can communicate with our teachers through our iPads, asking, if we have questions about our homework, we can do our homework through our iPads. We can get more, if we miss school, then we can do our work on our iPads so we don't have to make up the days. It'll help me do a whole bunch of stuff. They're way quicker than just regular notebook and textbooks and stuff, so I feel like it'd be way quicker to research things.
It's gonna help me look up stuff and make things easier that are difficult.
One of the big things that we talk about when we invest in the network or we invest in technologies for the future is we have to invest in the people. And the people behind me, the people in this gymnasium, in this school here at Newburgh, these young people are the ones who are going to help build that next generation of technology. So when there are jobs out there in the tech field in high demand, we want to make sure that every student has an opportunity at those jobs.
Here's the thing, we often hear we need to prepare our kids to be 21st century learners. If we don't have the technology that enables them to have that happen, then we're doing them a disservice. So the idea that we are preparing global citizens, global competent digital citizens is big. With the collaboration with community partners from GE to Forcia to Digital Promise and Verizon, no one has said no. Nicole, we can't do that. Everyone has said yes. If it's going to benefit our kids and our families and our community, give it a shot.
It is a great beginning where we are going to have all of these students in each of these 5 schools have access to an iPad, access to the internet, where they can use that in schools, but then they can also go home, work on these experiences, these artifacts, submit them in their backpack for teachers to review, and so the work at school and the work at home work together simultaneously.
I'm excited that I'm able to program them anytime, anywhere, as long as I have my mobile device.
We were excited, we were happy. We get to have a better learning experience. And to be honest, I hope that every school can have one of these.
When you see a young person, their eyes light up when that screen lights up and that app starts playing and they're downloading things and they're learning in ways that they never thought possible. The inspiration, you can see that. It's a real thing.
Teachers from Seneca High School had the opportunity to visit KFC headquarters to find partnership opportunities for their students.
We are at the headquarters for Yum Brands and KFC. So this partnership with Seneca High School through the Academies of Louisville, we just started that this school year.
And every restaurant has a broadband connection to the store as well. And that's generally how most of our restaurants will operate. We do support about 4,000 restaurants in the U.S.
Right now, the IT department is the group that's formally in the partnership. We are hoping to spread that throughout the rest of the company and the rest of Seneca. So we kind of outgrew KFC's main headquarters as Yum has grown. So today we're going to be touring the Yum Restaurant Support Center, which is a help desk for KFC, as well as a few other help desks that are within Yum.
And I'm a Seneca alumni, and I've been here about 3 years now.
They started out from Seneca. They're currently students at U of L. And so she takes all the incoming calls and she tries to troubleshoot everything over the phone with them. Right now, we actually have 20 interns on our help desk, which is about a total of 65 analysts that we have. Of those interns, we plan on bringing quite a few additional from Jefferson County Schools, and Seneca is the partnership that we would like to tap first for that talent. Just everybody that we've ever met through Seneca has been fantastic. We did a tour of the school last year, and we were all wowed by the cyber engineering program that things are doing. So I think they'll continue to be a great resource for talent.
Correspondent Chaz Cave takes a look at student transportation and how that influences their attitudes.
J-Town students share what's behind their daily drive to and from school. We were able to see the different variety of cars that students drive and what makes their car special to them. For some students, it's more about looks, and for others, it's less about the looks and more about the fuel efficiency and dependability of their cars. Seth, JCPS senior, is all about looks and impressions.
The main thing I like about it is I have straight pipes on it, so it's just loud and everybody knows where I am.
Emily, JCPS senior, is all about reliability.
So my car, it's a 2000 Saturn. I've had it for about a year, and I like that it gets me to where I need to go.
JCPS junior Chris likes the view he gets from his lifted Dodge diesel truck.
And my favorite thing about the truck is probably how high up it sits, and everybody sees me when I'm coming in.
Fern Creek students also had some things to share about their daily drive to school. JCPS senior Gianna mainly likes her car because of the color.
And I like it because it's red and it gets me to where I need to go.
Each and every one of these students has one thing in common. They all have to drive to school. What makes them different is what actually gets them there. For Our Kids, I'm Fern Creek correspondent Chaz Cave.
Soccer is the most popular sport in the world, and correspondent Karuna Pathak introduces us to players around the district.
Besides being the most popular sport worldwide, soccer is also very popular in JCPS. With the season starting, JCPS soccer teams are giving it their all to make every game count.
Mill, Butler, Fern Creek, and many more have been playing their best since the season started in August. But the question is, will they continue to play their best until the season ends in October?
It's been really fun. It's always stressful and it's very time consuming, but I enjoy it. We've come out pretty strong and we have some potential this season.
We have 12 different cultures on our roster.
I've been playing since 5th grade, so that's 7 years, and my dad really influenced me because I'm from Egypt and my parents are from South Sudan, so my dad's really big on soccer and my whole family. The team's really diverse and we have a lot of talented players, and so I think I fit really well here.
There's a lot of leadership in our juniors and seniors, and I see a lot coming up in the ranks for freshmen and sophomores, so feeling extremely hopeful and optimistic.
Like this year, we're going to go far and we're going to come back with all the teams that beat us last year before that.
It's just really fun, and I love playing with all my other teammates and getting to know them and learning with them and teaching them and being a leader.
For Our Kids, I'm Fern Creek correspondent Karuna Pathak.
36 students from JCPS were named 2019 National Merit Scholarship semifinalists. They include students from DuPont Manual, Eastern High, and the Marion C. Moore School. The students will compete for scholarships worth more than $31 million. Congratulations. And congratulations to Ballard student Casey Guzman for her first place win from the Better Business Bureau's scholarship contest for her Shower Diaries PSA.
We had no idea who to trust, so we looked into the BBB. The Better Business Bureau is a way to see verified reviews of local businesses so that you know exactly who you're dealing with. So if anyone asks for a recommendation of a service, I'll tell them to trust the BBB.
And also to Shams Jawad, who won the Public Choice Award. Thanks for watching our show. You can find entire episodes on our JCPS YouTube channel. Until next time, keep supporting our kids.